What if the only thing standing between you and real financial breathing room is not a promotion, not a second job, not some risky investment, but a simple structured plan to earn $1,000 extra every single month without quitting your job? Think about that carefully. For most people living in the United States, $1,000 a month changes everything. It covers a rent increase, it pays down debt faster, it builds an emergency fund, it gives you leverage. But here is the part nobody talks about. Most people chase extra income in a chaotic way. They try random ideas, they burn out, then they quit. In this video, I am going to show you exactly how to make an extra $1,000 a month without quitting your 9-to-5. This is built specifically for beginners in the United States, college students, young professionals, anyone between 18 and 35 who wants more income without risking their primary paycheck. You are going to learn practical side hustle models that actually work. You will see how to stack them, and you will understand why most people never cross the $1,000 mark, even though it is realistic. Stay with me on this. Because the real secret is not working more hours. It is building income in layers. First, we need to reframe the number. $1,000 sounds big. That is why it feels intimidating. Here is what most beginners get wrong. They treat $1,000 like one giant leap. Instead, break it down. $1,000 per month is about $250 per week. That is roughly $33 per day. Now this is where it gets interesting. $33 per day is one small service, one tutoring session, one short freelance task. When you shrink the goal, you make it approachable. Let us start with the first layer, skill-based micro-freelancing. This means offering one simple service that solves one specific problem, not 10 services. 1. For example, short-form video editing. Small business owners and real estate agents constantly need short clips for social media. You offer to turn long videos into short clips with captions. You charge $100 per video once you gain confidence. In month 1, you might land one client per week at $80. That is $320 in your first month. Most people quit right here. They look at $300 and think it is too small. Let me explain why that matters. The first month is proof of concept. Proof builds confidence. Confidence improves skill. Improved skill increases rates. Now imagine month 2. You raise your rate to $100. You land 2 clients per week. That is $800 per month. Month 3. You maintain 2 clients and add one more small recurring edit for a 3rd client. Now you are over $1,000 from one skill alone. This changes the game because you see that growth is not instant, it compounds. But let us say you do not want to rely on one skill. Smart move. We build a second layer, local weekend services. Here is what most beginners get wrong. They assume side income must be online, but local demand in the United States is constant. Moving help, furniture assembly, yard cleanup, pet sitting. You offer moving help at $50 per hour. You work 5 hours on a Saturday. That is $250 in one day. Do that twice per month and you earn $500. Now this is where it gets interesting. Combine $500 from 2 weekend jobs with $500 from freelance work. You are already at $1,000, and you still have your primary job. But stay with me on this. Local services are powerful for fast cash flow. They may not be your long-term play. The goal is to use them as a launch pad. Let us add a third layer, recurring tutoring. If you are strong in math, writing, science, coding, or even fitness coaching, you can tutor. Charge $40 per hour. If you tutor 5 hours per week, that is $200 per week, around $800 per month. But here is the part nobody talks about. Tutoring is sticky. Students often book weekly sessions. That means predictable, recurring income. Most people quit right here because they doubt themselves. They think they need a degree in education. Let me explain why that matters. If you are even one chapter ahead of someone struggling, you can help them. Confidence follows action. Now imagine this stack. 2 tutoring clients meeting weekly at $40 per hour. That is $80 per week. Add freelance editing bringing in $600 per month. Add one weekend service job bringing in $250. You are already around $1,000. Notice what is happening. We are stacking manageable pieces. Now I want to introduce something that increases leverage over time. Content repurposing for creators. Thousands of creators across the United States produce podcasts and long videos. Many do not have time to cut short clips. You offer to take one long video and create 5 short vertical clips with captions and strong hooks. You charge $150 per batch. Work with 4 creators per month. That is $600. Add one tutoring client at $160 per month, and one weekend service job at $250. You are above $1,000. Now this changes the game, because content work can be done remotely at night. It fits around your 9 to 5. But here is what most beginners get wrong. They overcomplicate their service. You do not need cinematic editing. Clean cuts and readable captions are enough to start. Most people quit right here, because they feel overwhelmed before even sending outreach messages. Let us talk about outreach, because income starts with conversations. Commit to sending 5 outreach messages per day for 30 days. That is 150 messages. Even with a low response rate, you will likely land clients. Most people stop after sending 10. Let me explain why that matters. Consistency beats talent in the early stages. Now we need to talk about time management. Because burnout is real. You already work a 9 to 5. You cannot add 20 hours per week. Here is what most beginners get wrong. They try to sprint. Instead, aim for 6 to 8 focused hours per week. 2 hours on Monday evening for outreach and project work. 2 hours on Wednesday for delivery. 3 hours on Saturday for tutoring or local service. 7 hours per week. If your blended average rate across services is $35 per hour, 7 hours equals $245 per week. Over 4 weeks, that is $980. Now this is where it gets interesting. When your skill improves, and your average rate rises to $45 per hour, those same 7 hours become over $1,200 per month. The goal is not more hours. It is higher value per hour. Let me close an open loop from the beginning. I said the key is layers. Here is the simple structure. Layer 1. Launch one skill within 30 days. Layer 2. Stabilize it at $500 per month. Layer 3. Add a second complementary income stream. Layer 4. Every 90 days, evaluate and raise rates or drop the lowest paying activity. This changes the game, because you move from random hustling to structured building. Now let me give you a realistic 12-month vision. Months 1 to 3. You struggle. You learn. You land small clients. You hit $400 to $700 per month. Months 4 to 6. You refine your pitch. You raise rates slightly. You cross $1,000 consistently. Months 7 to 12. You replace lower-paying tasks with higher-leverage clients. You possibly reduce physical labor. Your income becomes more flexible. Most people quit in months 1 to 3. That is why they never see months 7 to 12. Now here is your bonus tip if you live in the United States. Leverage your immediate environment first. Your workplace, your college campus, your local Facebook groups, your apartment complex. Offer resume help, tech setup, editing, tutoring. Warm networks convert faster than cold online platforms. Trust shortens the sales cycle. But here is the part nobody talks about. Your first $1,000 often comes from people who already know your name. Let us address the biggest mistake. Unrealistic expectations mixed with poor time management. Do not expect $1,000 in your first month. Do not sacrifice sleep and damage your performance at work. Protect your primary paycheck. Your 9 to 5 fund stability. Most people quit right here because they burn out in the first few weeks. Instead, think long-term. If you build an extra $1,000 per month and invest even $500 of it, that is $6,000 invested per year. Over 3 years, that is $18,000 invested, not counting growth. This is not hype. It is disciplined stacking. Quick recap so this sticks. $1,000 per month equals roughly $250 per week. About $33 per day. You can reach it through skill-based freelancing, local weekend services, recurring tutoring, content repurposing. Start with one, stabilize it, add another. Raise rates every 90 days. Keep your weekly hours controlled. Focus on increasing value, not exhaustion. Most people never reach $1,000 because they quit during the slow early phase. Do not be most people. If you want more practical breakdowns like this built specifically for beginners in the United States who want extra monthly income without quitting their job, subscribe to the Side Hustle Lab. We are not chasing get-rich-quick promises. We are building skill stacks and income layers that create real financial breathing room. Pick one layer. Take action this week, stay consistent for 90 days, and I will see you in the next experiment.